sir. Mind if I take a little peek at you? I promise I'll be brief. My goodness, what a strapping physique. Capable of an astounding variety of acts of violence, I imagine.
What is happening?
This must be the squirrel that tends the world tree.
That delectable aroma. Could it be? Pardon the intrusion. Ah, yes. Amber resin. Delightfully nutty with a hint of squidding.
No.
Not one for gastronomic exploration, I see.
Wait, if you're Ratatoskr, why are you so different when we summon you for help?
It's a long story. But you are correct. I am indeed Ratatoskr. The one you know as Ratatoskr is merely one of my spectral aspects. And a particularly nasty one at that. I consider him so far removed from myself that he's practically a different person. Speaking of, Bitter, would you like to come out and see your friends?
Fuck off! I'm busy!
I suppose that was to be expected. Anyway, now that I've polished off all this resin for you, would you like the seed back?
It is the seed.
Indeed. A seed of Yggdrasil, to be precise. Since my dwarven tenants performed their little reconfiguration, you'll need seeds like these to open up new destinations on my tree.
Your tree, huh?
Yes, my tree. Here, let me show you. Ah, so that's why good Master Brock needed an Alpine seed. Clearly you have important matters afoot. Master Kratos, I would speak with you.
Speak.
If you are ever in need of my services and I am not present, I have installed these handy chimes for you to notify me. Simply throw your axe and strike the chimes, and I will attend to your needs. Would you care to take a practice throw? A magnificent throw, Master Kratos. Truly a seasoned pro. Very well. You know how to reach me now. But putting all that aside for the moment, is there anything else?
I have a question.
Splendid! I delight in offering my tutelage to the inquisitive.
Over the ledge, by the gateway over there. I noticed these dragons.
Dragons? Oh no, young Master Atreus. Those are Lindworms, the brood of Nithog.
Nithog? That's the mother?
Correct. She's also a vital piece of the Yggdrasilian circle of life, as it were. I tend the branches up here, while Nithog chews the roots from below to prevent overgrowth. A delicate balance.
So they're friendly?
Well, they're not nearly so affable as myself, but there's no reason to expect hostility so long as they're left in peace. Nithog is a stern matriarch, as protective of her offspring as she is determined to teach them proper discipline.
That sounds...
Familiar.
Well, I mustn't keep you further from your goings-on.
Do you not understand when a conversation is over?
Excuse me, sir. Could I have a moment of your time? Oh dear, what's to be done?
What is it you want?
It has come to my attention that Nithog has been slain, and as a result, her offspring have been let loose into the Nine Realms.
What of it?
Unfortunately, without a proper role model to supervise them, the little rascals are certain to fall to mischief. In time, said mischief could culminate in nothing less than their devouring of the Nine Realms entirely. In order to avoid such a grisly fate, I'd like you to bring the Lindworms to me. I believe I can act as a satisfactory paternal figure in their upbringing. You'll find the specimens gnawing on tears throughout the realms. Use this device to safely store them, bring them back to me, and I promise I'll make it worth your while.
You mean to say you'd raise them by yourself?
Indeed. I have no small experience managing extreme personalities. Compared to wrestling with my emotions in the most literal of senses, I dare say raising a handful of Lindworms will be a walk in the park. Well then, what else, friends?
Hello! What's the word? Yeah, you fucking jackass. Over here. Hey! Shit shack! You left your worm trap! Get over here and hit this charm, you lumbering fucking lot. Oh, can't find Lindworms. Just gonna let them eat reality then, eh? Real heroic. He really needs to speak to you.
You're here!
Speak.
Hey, the tree has become rather overgrown. And if it grows too wildly, the branches risk getting too heavy and falling, which is not ideal considering they hold all the realms.
I am no gardener.
What an absolute shock. No, I do not require any horticultural skills from you, but I would ask that you keep an eye open for the stags of the four seasons. They normally graze upon the tree and keep it tidy. Unfortunately, Bitter decided it would be funny to trick Arrogance into releasing them. If you happen to find the stags during your travels, I would greatly appreciate assistance in bringing them home. I would have one of my spectral squirrels do it, but they keep eating the feed I give them. Consequence of it being the most delicious food in all the 9 realms, I suppose. Speaking of, here, take some feed. Once you've found a stag, the feed should calm them down. Then one of my spectrals will guide them back here.
Bitterness asked me if I was too chicken to release them, but I am in fact not chicken-like whatsoever. So as you can see, I had no choice.
Yes, of course. What else could you have done? While normally this would be a harmless prank, Fimbulwinter prevented the stags from returning, and now they have long...
Perhaps
Anyhow,
later.
Was there something else you wish to talk about?
Oh, can't find Lindworms. Just gonna let them eat reality then, eh? Real heroic.
Hello! Good to see the chimes working as intended. Now, what else might there be to discuss?
So, this whole spectral squirrel business. You can shoot out your feelings into little ghosties.
I suppose that is a slightly inelegant way of putting it. These spectral versions of myself are aspects of my personality that I often find distracting at best. My ability not only lets me cast them away and provide some temporary peace of mind, it also allows me to see what goes on outside the tree.
Why not just go look yourself?
As the eternal caretaker of the tree, I may not leave its confines. All part of the deal, but worth it for the immortality and such. My spectral forms still allow me to see the outside world, albeit through slightly colorful viewpoints.
That's one word for it. That bitter form of yours is a nasty piece of work.
I'm standing right here, you no-neck freak.
I'd apologize for him, but where would it end? Carry on, my friends.
We're done talking. Bugger off. Real heroic.
There he is, the man who tamed Garm. 1,000 congratulations. But putting all
So,
that
who
aside...
else are we likely to encounter amongst your detachable emotional apparitions?
Well, there's certainly no avoiding anxiety.
Oh no. Why are you talking about me? What did I do?
Oh, you should have heard the shit they were talking. Savage.
What? Oh dear, oh dear.
There was no such talk. Shame on you, Bitter.
Are you sure?
Yes, Anxious. No opprobrium to be found in this discourse. I was merely making your acquaintance with our adventuring friends here.
Ah, people!
Well, there it is. Well, I mustn't keep you further from your goings-on.
Take the hint. Go away! Still no Lindworm? You know you killed their mother, right? Do you rescue those stags yet? Whole tree will die if you don't. So, yeah, take your fucking time.
Now, what else might there be to discuss?
So were you always a freakishly large immortal squirrel, or?
Don't forget handsome. No, I was once a regular squirrel. The same size as these wispy, spectral versions of myself, in fact. I was unremarkable. I stumbled upon the tree near what should have been the end of my life, the victim of a random act of predatory savagery. But the tree, it had other plans for an insignificant creature like me. But I have prattled on for far too long. I will leave you be, Master Kratos. Should I have anything else for you, you'll be the first to know.
Oh, sorry, that's it. Yeah, we're done. Go away now.
Have you had a chance to look for the missing stags, my friend? But putting all that
Ratatoskr,
aside...
I'm curious. You said the tree had plans for you. What exactly has it got you doing?
What do I not do, my decapitated delight? I overlook and maintain the stability of the realms, ensure that everything is running smoothly. And, of course, I tend to the world tree. I listen to it, make sure its needs are met.
Do you talk to the tree?
The tree does not speak in any tongue, but its intentions are clearly felt. Yes, I do realize how, for lack of a better word, kooky that sounds, but it is true.
Is it saying anything right now?
It's saying stop asking stupid questions.
Bitterness, manners. But yes, it is saying something along those lines. Should I have anything else for you, you'll be the first to know.
Oh, can't find Lindworms. Just gonna let them eat reality then, eh? Real heroic.
The stags of seasons are still missing. If you would return them, I would be most grateful. Now, what else might there be to discuss?
There is one thing I'd like to know.
Obviously, the time has come to talk about me.
It most certainly has not.
What? Why not? How dare you belittle my accomplishments?
I apologize for arrogance. His volume has only increased over the years.
And why shouldn't it? I single-handedly take care of the ding-dang world tree. Without your boy here, the realms would rot off the branches before you can say ingratitude.
He does have a point. Tending to the world tree all on your own, it's no small task.
Of course he's got a point, my dear Mimir. But singing your own praises, it's awfully gauche, isn't it?
Who the hell else is gonna sing them?
And your question was?
Oh, I've utterly forgotten.
Splendid. Until next time, then. I suppose I needn't take up more of your time.
Do you not understand when the conversation is over?
Damned arrogance. I shall never forgive him for losing the stags of seasons. Oh, how I hope you might find and return them.
We have
Anyhow,
not yet found all of your creatures. We will continue to look.
incomplete. Pity. Oh, shush. That is a very considerate update, and your perspicacity is appreciated.
Perseverance.
Will you please stop being such a perfectionist?
No.
Which aspect is he, then?
Oh, my perfectionism. I really shouldn't let him get to me. He's just so disconcertingly economical with his prose, you know? So laconic. One might even say terse.
Fewer words, greater impact.
I like this one.
I thought you might. Well, you've met them all now. I'm so very sorry. Please don't judge me too harshly, Master Kratos.
Leaving.
I think that's the long and short of it. Safe travels.
No Lindworms? Zero? Are you even looking?
Have you had a chance to look for the missing stags, my friend? Well,
Something I've been meaning to ask. Once you projected an emotional trait into spectral form, is it just gone from you? Suppose a friend wished to cast off his melancholy, or a predilection towards pining.
I see. But I'm afraid it's not so simple. My spectral projections give me a measure of emotional breathing room but it is only temporary. If I fail to reassimilate them, they start to fester.
Fester?
They are concentrated beings of emotion, and if left alone for too long, that emotion feeds on itself and becomes more and more, pronounced. Which is why I must periodically reabsorb them, deal with their emotional baggage internally, and then eject them fully recharged.
Huh. Absorbing all that emotion at once must be pretty bitter medicine to swallow.
Oh, yes, it's quite unpleasant. Terrible, in fact. Do not recommend. Well, best of luck to your friend, good Master Mimir. Until our next encounter, then.
Still no Lindworms? You know who killed their mother, right?
The Stags of Seasons are still missing. If you would return them, I would be most grateful. What else is there? I was curious, my dear fellow. You come from lands beyond these, do you not?
Yes.
I was wondering, who tended your world tree back home?
My home had no world tree.
No, you had no, but without... How? How did one travel from realm to realm?
On foot or by sea.
Good God, man! No wonder you left. Well, stay safe, everyone.
We're done talking. Bugger off. Still no Lindworms? You know who killed their mother, right?
Damned arrogance. I shall never forgive him for losing the Stags of Seasons. Oh, how I hope you might find and return them. Anyhow, was there something... I appreciate you checking in, Master Kratos, but I'm not sure I'll be any great company. I find myself in the grips of a nearly existential ennui. Recent events would seem to conspire to suggest that, insofar as my bailiwick is the protection of the World Tree, I am, not to put too fine a point on it, bad at my job. And don't hasten to contradict me. The facts are plain. Lindworms, stags, Garm, Odin. I've never felt so ineffectual. It is enough to make one rethink one's entire purpose. For if I am not he who tends the World Tree, then what am I?
You are Ratatoskr.
Oh. Thank you, Master Kratos. Well, good luck out there.